Can hear me? Y'all saying that y'all can't hear me. So let's see here. So can y'all hear me now? I don't know what's going on, y'all, because I literally have everything hooked up. Everything is turned up. So I don't even know what's going on. I really don't even know. Yeah, I really don't even know. Huh. Can you hear me now? Can y'all hear me? Somebody, I don't know, give me a smoke signal, something. Okay, can y'all hear me? All right, I promise y'all, I paid the bill. Okay, I don't know what's going on. So if y'all can hear me, somebody just type yes in the chat. Okay, boom. All right, boom. So anyway, let me start over. Hello and welcome to Relationship Soup. I'm your host, Lisa Hughes. Happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. How y'all doing today? Y'all good? It's Christmas Eve, holiday Eve, or whatever you want, however you name it, right? So happy holidays. I hope your holidays are good. I hope that you are in a good place, at peace. And this show is for you today. So whether you solo dolo, whether you're with your family or whatever, hey, this is the show for you today, right? We're just gonna do some reflections today. You know, we're gonna support each other, encourage each other. So I see y'all joining. Let me go ahead and bring y'all comments on. Y'all know I got to do my spiel. Okay, you know what? Let me do my spiel first. All right, and then I'm gonna bring your comments on. I'm so grateful that you all are joining me today. All right, boom. So anyway, if you are not liking, following across all platforms, y'all tripping. All right. So on Relationship Soup, it's on YouTube, it's Relationship Soup, period. All right. Well, maybe one day Relationship Soup will have its own total thing. But anyway, on YouTube, it's Relationship Soup, period. Okay. Y'all know y'all got to put the period. Then on Facebook, it's Relationship Soup Group. IG is Relationship Soup. If you want to follow me, it's Relationship Soup LLC. All right. And of course, hit the website. And thank y'all, those of you that ordered the Christmas cards right on time. Christmas is tomorrow. So if you need other cards, though, or apparel, hit up RelationshipSoup.com. All right, boom. So anyway, I see that you all are joining me. We got that out of the way. Let me go ahead and bring on some of your comments. Kimberly Evans, thank you so much for joining me. Merry Christmas to you as well from East Point, Georgia. All right, so let's see here. Leah Nicole, happy Christmas Eve, fam. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I always appreciate when you log in and show me a little love. All right, then, y'all. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. I know it's been a little while, right? Kind of took a little break, right? Sometimes a break is needed. All right, so anyway, welcome to the 53rd episode. And this episode is Gratitude and Growth in Action, a time to reflect, connect, and uplift. All right, so that's what we're going to get into today, right? With this episode, I'm all about reflection, looking at self, right? Thinking about how to grow and how to support others, right? I believe that's part of our service on earth, right? To grow and to support each other. Okay. So, and I see y'all in the studio. Okay. And I'm going to bring y'all on. I am so grateful for all of you all. Thank you so much. All right. I see you. Lamont Stokes, Merry Christmas to you as well. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. And thank you for sitting through the technical issues. Look, now, Lamont, you being a fellow podcaster, you have your own TV network, everything. What was your craziest technical issue moment, right? I know you've had them. I know you and Wifey done had them. But anyway, so anyway, like I said, I just kind of want to reflect. And for those of you that have listened to me for a while, 2023 was crazy, right? But 2024, I can truly say that 2024 has been a lot better. Okay. As I reflect on this journey, I'm just so grateful for my divine connections, and y'all know who y'all are. And I love y'all to life. Right. I've just been so blessed with meeting people, from my travel, meeting people on airplanes, you hear me, to the podcast. Relationship Soup has allowed me to meet so many wonderful people. So I'm so grateful for you all. So with that being said, I would say that this year I've learned the most important thing. Well, that's a lot of important things. But the thing that comes to mind is the importance of staying in the moment and surrender. Those have been, this whole journey, those things have been so prevalent in this journey this year. And so whether it's in relationship, work, conversations, myself, all of that has just been so important. Listening to, let me add that. So whether it's work, relationships, whatever, listening has proven to be something that I really have been intentional about as well. So anyway, I see y'all in the studio. So let me go ahead. I'm going to bring on, okay, hold on. Let me see what Lamont's talking about here. We just had one. The system was down for 30 minutes, but we had one of our best shows. That's what's up. See, everything always works out for our higher good. And that's something that I want to talk about today. I'm going to have y'all all do it. Y'all going to be doing stuff today. Y'all not just going to be listening to me, right? We're not just going to be interacting. Y'all going to be doing stuff, right? So yeah, absolutely. I believe that things have a way of working out for the higher good. So that's something that I say all the time. Hi, my name is Lisa Hughes, and everything has a way of working out for my higher good. So I'm like, all right, boom. So I see you, Reese. Merry Christmas to you as well. All right. Boom. So let me go ahead. I want to bring on someone. I've been trying to get my Aunt Anna on forever. Now, listen, y'all always hear me shout her out at the end of every show. So I finally talked her into coming on. And so let me go ahead and bring her to the stage. Anna, how are you?
Hi, Lisa.
Thank you so much for your patience with all those technical issues.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. Look, the question is, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Good. So thank you so much for joining me, Anna. I appreciate you. So what have you been up to for 2024? Is there anything you want to share with my listeners?
I have been so blessed this year. I have really, really been blessed. I've been blessed to watch you, Lisa, to watch you grow. I'm just sitting back, reminiscing on life and how
Mhm.
God has just really blessed me. But looking at you, I am so proud of you. Can I get that out? I'm so proud of you. I see so much, a little bit of me in you, but I just love you so much. But other than that, this year has been a prosperous year for me. Um, God blessed me in 2003 to become not only I've been having my advocacy business, as you know, but I have partnered in with a home health agency, and it's growing and it's really taken off. And I just thank God for that.
Awesome, awesome. So, tell me, as far as your business, because and congratulations on that. I remember when you were talking about doing that, and you've done it. God is so good. Do you all have a website up yet? How can
Of,
like people find you?
of course, it's called Burkeen's BHC Home Health Agency, and our website. We're on Facebook. I think we're on Facebook. Mm, I'm not sure, but
Mhm.
we're out there. we really, we did our first onboarding, which was Monday. I think we did it yesterday. We did our onboarding, so we hired on about 7 people. My goal was to come on with 10 clients, and I overseeded it. I came on with 17, so I'm really proud of that.
Well, amen, amen. That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, Auntie, I'm proud of you too. And you might see a little bit in me because I was born on your birthday, right?
Sure was. Yes,
I-
you're my sister's granddaughter.
yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Let me ask you this. So, as far as like personal growth, right? What's something that you discovered about yourself that you feel like you've grown from? I know.
I think I've grown a lot because I was able to listen more and
Mhm.
but get closer with the Lord. And I've been able to listen and to listen to people that's already established and has been there. And I used to be a type of person that I just talk a lot and didn't listen, but my listening skills have grown. I've learned to have more patience, and I've learned to just trust myself. I used to didn't trust myself and my own guts, but I'm grew in that area.
All right. Good, good, good. I agree. And that's one thing I never pray for patience. Okay, now let me not say never. I just lied. Lord,
Yeah, that's the
I,
hard one.
patience is so tough.
It is very tough.
But that's something that in 2024, I mean, throughout life, really, definitely in 2024, patience has been something that I keep running into situations and messages that require patience and that
Right.
encourage patience. So I definitely feel you there.
Yeah, can't rush it.
You can't. Daddy used to tell me, haste makes waste, little girl.
Yes,
Haste
it
makes you.
does.
Absolutely. So let me ask my listeners, right? Let me ask y'all because I actually put this in relationship soup. There's a couple questions I'm going to ask you all. What is something that you have learned about yourself this year? Right? I got so many I got a couple questions. So, to my listeners, what's something that you've learned about yourself this year? All right? So, I'll give y'all some time to answer that. But anyway, Aunt Anna, I gotta say aunt, auntie, right?
Yes. And I always say you're my favorite niece, and I'm not ashamed to say it. You are my favorite. I always have been, and I always will be.
To my cousins out there, y'all heard that, right? I'm the
Yeah.
favorite. Okay.
Yeah, you're my favorite. I love you so much.
I love you too. I love you
Because
too.
you have grown. You have grown. You have grown so much. In the last couple of years, I've watched you. I remember it when you were younger and you wanted to become a journalist. And to sit here and see you and hear you and see you every Tuesday or every Wednesday when you come on and see your dream. Oh my God, I'm just so proud. And then seeing you grow, I've grown.
Mhm.
I've grown a lot just watching you do the things that you always wanted to do. You fulfill your dream. You've always been a personal person. I always loved everybody, and I always just carried the news with grace. When you know how some journalists or some people speak when they're speaking, you
Mhm.
have a gift that when you speak, we listen and we learn and we grow from it. We're just not listening to someone. We actually, when you hear actors say, well, you could feel it, or pastors say, well, you could feel it. When I listen to your broadcast and I see you, I actually always take away something. Always take away something.
And that
So
means a lot.
thank you so much for letting me grow from seeing you to the people that you bring on the talk. They are so inspirational and they know what they're talking about and they're so encouragement. I have learned so much in this last year with your show and I listened to your broadcast and I don't know what else to say. I'm just happy.
And
Thank you for the growth.
thank you so much for that, Auntie, because that's one thing too. Like when you stand in your truth, when you do the work so that you can grow, I feel like people around you, that kind of gives them permission as well. It's such a beautiful
Right,
exchange. So for you to say that, that means a lot, because this is how I feel. If I love you, then what you say, think about me matters. You feel me? And
right.
I love you. So I really appreciate you taking that time out to say. And look, I know you are. Look, you one of the aunties that's gonna keep it all the way 1,000.
No, that's right. That's right. And
So I
you're the niece is always gonna keeping it real because you know if you don't like something, you don't hold back, and I like that about you because I see so much in you and me. So when you come at us or we say something and it's real, I don't take it personal. I just take it as growing, and I take it as even though I'm your aunt and I'm older, but you're still a person that's educated and smart, and I can learn from you, and I have learned from you, and I appreciate you so much.
thank you so much. And that's another important point too, because I feel like I can learn that you can learn from anyone,
Mhm.
regardless where they are as far as their walk of life or whatever. You can learn from everyone. So that really means a lot. And of course I learned from you as well. So yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna bring you back on, right? Because I
Okay.
were able to stick around. I got some games and stuff later. I know we got a little late start because of technical issues. But just know that I love you. I love you to life. I'm grateful for you. And thank you so much for taking time today.
You're so welcome. Love you as well.
I love you. All right, boom. Right. So look, you heard it here first. And to my cousins that's listening, I'm the favorite. Y'all heard her. She said I'm the favorite, right? I don't know what she be telling y'all behind my back, but she told me I'm the favorite. So anyway, so yeah, that's what I want to know. Like, so what are you all like? What are some things that you've discovered about yourself in 2024? I do see a comment here. Let's see here. So Bruce Ford, thank you for joining me, Bruce. I really appreciate you that I can be selfish. Absolutely. And I think a lot of us can be selfish in our own right, right? So yeah, I would say that some other things that I have seen in my personal growth journey, besides some of the stuff that I've mentioned earlier, is that I can be a perfectionist, y'all. And those that are closest to me know that. Okay. And so I've learned to be intentional about valuing or embracing progress over perfection. Now, I'm still a work in progress, and those closest to me, they can still probably point it out, right? I will also say that as far as personal growth, self-care, that is an ongoing thing. Self-care and grace, right? Someone recently pointed out to me the importance of giving myself grace because I'm very hard on myself, right? So anyway, those are a couple of things. And then, so I guess grace and forgiveness. And then, like I said, being more present, staying in the now. Like um, I'm following influencers and, just different people that really stress that. So anyway, that's all I got to say about that. So Derek is here. Good evening, Derek. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that your week is off to a great start. I hope that you're having a wonderful holiday eve or Christmas Eve, whatever you say. All right. Okay, boom. So let's see here. Where else do I want to go? I see that I have some people in the studio. Let me ask y'all this, okay? What are some things that you are grateful for? Now, and I'm not just doing this just because it's the holiday, right? You should practice gratitude every day. So, what are some things that you're grateful for? All right. I want to share some stuff from this soup, but I do want to bring one of my guests on that have been patiently waiting in the studio. So, I'm going to go ahead and bring on Mark Lee. How are you, Mark Lee?
I'm doing very good.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you loud and clear. I was actually, I don't know if you saw the comment that I made, but I can relate to what you were going through because yesterday, as you know, on Pod TV, I have a news show and it's actually with the founder of the network and some other people. And I usually started off with a monologue and wound up doing an entire monologue and then realized after other people came on that I was monologuing to myself because the mic wasn't working. So I did a whole monologue and nobody heard the monologue unless they read lips. If they read lips, they heard what I was saying, but it was all about the horrible things going on in the world. So they probably didn't miss much and everything, but still I'm going like, wait a minute, y'all didn't hear me? They were like, no, we didn't hear a dime. We didn't hear a dime.
Okay, so hold on. Let me ask my listeners right quick. Is Mercury still in retrograde? To those that follow that, is Mercury still in retrograde? Because there is no rhyme or reason why I was having those technical issues. Anybody that knows me knows that I log on well before the show comes on. Okay, and it ain't been no crazy tampering with my with my equipment. You feel me? So is Mercury still in retrograde? Somebody tell me. Is it still in retrograde?
Please let us know because, like
Yeah,
I said,
let us know because listen, you know that is always so nerve wracking. Like I think I had and see usually I can blame Verizon, but I can't even blame Verizon tonight. I can't even blame Verizon. The router working tonight.
I couldn't blame Verizon. I wasn't even at my usual home location. I was actually in my cultural center that I work at because, I could have played the role. We had Black Santa Claus and everything, and I'm just over there just running my mouth and everything, and I could not blame anybody but myself for not checking the mics. And like you, I'm usually checking things well ahead of time. So I thought that I saw the meter going and everything was working. But yeah, they came on. They're like, we didn't hear a jack. We didn't hear a thing. So, like I said, it happened to the best of us.
Okay, but the thing, yeah, because I check my mic, I'm looking at the meter and all that. Okay, so let me ask you this, Mark. Mm-hmm. What are you grateful for?
I'm grateful for having good friends, good people in my life. As you know, I'm a big proponent of not just those that are currently in the life, but also the ancestors, because I've told you that before, that I'm a big feel that I have connection to those ancestors and everything. So I'm definitely proud to have that connection and definitely grateful for that. And another question you asked earlier, I had to think about it. And one of the things that can be difficult to do, and I've had difficulty throughout my life, but I'm glad that I've learned in 2024 that it's all right to say no. Because sometimes you just have to say no and everything like that. And sometimes I can be the worst person for wanting to say yes to everything. But sometimes I've just had to say no. Like, no, I can't do that. And I'm not going to stress myself over the fact that I can't do that I can't jump as high as you want me to jump.
Absolutely. And that's a big one. Mm-hmm. Because I have a really close friend and she knows who she is. And I tell her, look, sometimes you got to say no and don't feel bad about saying hell no. Yeah. That's okay. Because I feel like, that's a part of boundaries and that's a part of self-care. Self-care that's just a part of it. Right. Yeah. So I feel that one because, there are times, even though I've learned to be like, oh no, I'm good. I can't, but in those times that I'm challenged, I have to remember that's part of my self-care.
Yeah.
And it is my divine right to be able to spend my time and do what it is that I want to do. That's my right.
Yeah. Sometimes you just got to say no, and she can give you all kinds of excuses for why they are the most important thing since the invention of time itself and everything. And sometimes you just got to say no matter how much they want to beg and cry on your shoulders and everything. And that doesn't say that you can't have empathy and you can't be sympathetic toward people, but sometimes you got to send people packing in another direction. So sometimes you have to say no, and even in saying no, you can be like, I can't do it, but I know Joe Blow or Sally Sue, they can do it, and you need to get in touch with them, and I'll even put you in contact with them. But sometimes you just got to say no, and in that no, you can redirect them toward another direction.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, Mark, we have a few comments. Let's see here. Absolutely, Derek. I always appreciate when you join us. Daniel Artest, what is the science? What's the science, right? Anyway, thank you for joining me. So Lamont says, grateful for my wife, Patrice's first published self-care journal this year called Gratitude is Always in Season with Inspired on Purpose, LLC. So proud of her. Absolutely, Lamont, the last time we had our interview, it was just you and me because I believe your wife had something going on. Look, I want y'all on my podcast. Look, I know we be trying to get on each other's podcasts and stuff, so maybe we can do like a double record or something, like a pre-record or something. But I would love that journal. Definitely share with me where we can find it and all that. I'll promote it. Yeah, absolutely. So congratulations, Patrice. Congratulations. Looking pretty and rare. Thank you, cuz. Look, I'm glad that I at least look cute with all those technical issues. You hear me? A fool, right? A total fool. But that's what it is to go live, right? That's what it is. When you go live, you got to expect those bloopers, right? So look, absolutely, Lamont, seriously, because I know that I need to get on y'all podcast. I went to one of your live shows and stuff like that. But come on, let's collaborate. Let's figure out how we can make it work. Oh, tell her she's welcome, and tell her I said she's welcome, beautiful. Right? That's what we got to do. We got to support each other. All right, boom. All right, so this is what I want to do. I want to share because I actually put in Relationship Soup. I wanted to know what the members were grateful for. So I'm going to share a few of those and then we'll continue with the show. I'm going to try not to keep y'all too long tonight, right? Because look, I know y'all probably wrapping presents or got stuff to do, right? So, Mark, you wrapping presents tonight?
It is Christmas Eve, and the money was a little bit tight, so the Christmas gifts might not be as much as I would like them to be and everything. But I might wrap up a present here or there, and some people may get their gift a little bit late as well, because I'm one of those people that believes in being honest as well. So if you don't have it and you don't have it on time, then that doesn't mean that the Christmas season can't get a gift later than they are expecting, because Christmas should be something that we celebrate all year long in my mind and everything. So they might not get the gift right on exactly Christmas Day, but some people might get a gift in due time, as they like to say.
Absolutely. And that's the thing, like, these holidays and my late father definitely had his point of view, which, I mean, if you celebrate, that's fine, right? But every day should be Christmas, right? And to some degree, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to have gifts all the time, and that's another thing I discovered, y'all. I got to stop saying "but" all the time because "but" contradicts what you just said. Look, and it should be Christmas every day in some regard, whether it's Christmas with being grateful, Christmas with you showering somebody with a compliment, you doing something kind, volunteering something, right? It should be Christmas every day, just like it should be Valentine's Day every day, whether it's or with somebody, you know what I mean? So yeah, but anyway, so let me share some stuff, Mark, because I was so grateful that they actually went in and let's see here. So let me share this comment right quick. All right, so like I said, I asked the group, Lisa, what are you grateful for? And I asked myself, Lisa, what are you grateful for? Right? So Ian Whitfield says, I'm grateful for you, Lisa. Y'all are so sweet. I just appreciate when y'all give me my flowers. And JT Dada says, life, all my blessing God has given me, keeps me growing, keeps throwing my way. Life, everything, sanity, good health, learning how to love me with God at the helm. Ooh, TJ. I see you, TJ. Let me say that again. TJ is grateful for learning how to love him with God at the helm. Wow. Okay.
That was deep.
That was very deep. I'm
That was
like,
very
okay,
deep.
okay.
Hey,
All right.
Lisa,
Wow. Yes.
I got a quick question for you because maybe you can help me with a little bit of research and everything that I'm doing because, as you know, I'm always involved in something. So on Thursday, which will be the day after Christmas, is the first day of Kwanzaa. I'm going to be on a panel, and the panel is actually going to be dealing with cross generational conversation because sometimes people that are of one generation, let's say the Gen Zs and the millennials, aren't always talking to the baby boomers and all along those lines. So, and I know that we just had your aunt on here. We've got a number of people of different generations in relationship soup. So I guess what I'm asking is if anybody's got any ideas of how the generations can do a better job of talking to each other, please let me know or let Lisa know so that she can let me know and everything because this is going to take place Thursday afternoon on the first day of Kwanzaa and everything. But I have no idea what I'm going to be talking about except for I'm going to share some personal stories and all along those lines. But anybody's got any ideas, I would love to hear them.
Absolutely. Yeah, let's collab about that. So y'all heard the question Mark has. If y'all have any suggestions, feel free to DM me. And Mark, we can definitely collaborate about that. Let's talk about that.
Yep.
And we have a quick comment here. I'm grateful for Daniel Artest says, I'm grateful for the next chapter in my life. Knowing what I want and my boundaries, I am stronger than I thought. Grateful for that. 2025 will be fun. 2025 is going to be a great year. Now, this is the thing. Now, and I was just having this conversation too. Mark, let me ask you this, and then I have a couple other people in the studio. Mark, what do you think about setting New Year's resolutions? How do you feel about that?
I like to set them. I try to set a few of them every year. Unfortunately, they are oftentimes the same resolutions. And unfortunately, the bad part about New Year's resolutions, this is just me being honest, is that we have a bad tendency of finding ways to break them. And a friend of mine told me that sometimes you got to do them maybe in increments and everything. Because I know I've told you before that I would like to drop a few pounds and everything because I definitely am not at my fighting weight and everything. And I told you I've actually got a guest on one of my shows that's going to try to help me with procrastination because I know I can procrastinate in everything from relationships to jobs to opportunities to a number of other things. And of course, I would love to do a better job of tidiness as well. So that's three things that I know will probably be on my resolution list. And whether any of them get accomplished, that'll be a good question.
Absolutely, absolutely. I was actually having this conversation earlier today, and I'm not going to set any resolutions. I goals, okay, resolutions, not so much. And I think resolutions can be good and bad. Like, you've kind of stated some of the, like some of the good is, well, you stated some of the bad. Like you keep this, you say these resolutions and it's like, yo, I'm not even keeping it. It's just like the whole, like the memes that come out. Hey, I'm going to work out. I'm gonna get in the gym, right? And so like, I know a couple personal trainers that have shared, yo, you go to the gym and you can't get any equipment. You can't get on any equipment. Like at the beginning, look, like in January, then it starts kind of teetering off like mid-February. So anyway, I think resolutions, I mean, they can be good. If that's what motivates you, I say go for it. Go for it. But do a resolution because you want to do it, not because it's that time of year and you feel like I got to be pressured to do it. You feel me? Like I don't feel like you should have to.
At least I got to laugh at you on that one because isn't that part of the problem with resolutions? Because I can tell you every year I say I'm going to get back into my jogging habit, or there's a lake not that far from me, or so like a pond probably is more like what it is. But I keep saying I'm gonna walk around that pond or walk around that lake like I used to do and everything. But then it might get to be not that this is anything to you folks in Indiana because y'all are used to this and everything. But it might get to be like around 30 degrees or 40 degrees in the afternoon, and you're like, I don't feel like walking in those kind of temperatures and all along those lines. So you wind up talking yourself out of something that is good for you because I know that that's even what I do with the fast food that I probably eat way too much of. So I'm like, no, I'm gonna eat at home a home cooked meal at least once or twice a day and maybe not eat daily at the fast food kind of meals. And then you get into that busy section, and then you're like, oh no, I've got to rip and run. I know I saw earlier when you had those problems that Music Man is here, and I'm sure he can relate because he's probably going like, yeah, I want to get this done and that done, but I got to go to KFC or McDonald's or Popeyes or whatever y'all have in y'all's neighborhood because it's quick.
Absolutely. That is the truth. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so we do have a few more comments. Let's see here. So Derek says, I'm grateful for therapy. Amen to that. Mm-hmm. Morally balanced humans, my many multiple talents, the ability to forgive, my health, my little bitty wealth, self-improvement, and RSG. Hey, okay, you grateful for RSG? We grateful for you too, Derek. And you know what? And I love that you said what you said about therapy too, because I believe so strongly in therapy. I believe in therapy and know that it can be very beneficial. So thank you for saying that, brother, because one thing that I've noticed just over years through conversations that I've had and different stuff like that some of my brothers, some of y'all need therapy, but y'all not going to do it because whether it's societal, whether it's a personal choice, whether it's a stigma or whatever. So I'm glad that you said that, brother. Thank you for saying about therapy. All right. So boom. So let's see here. Derek says, I don't do New Year's resolutions, only ever kept a couple. Absolutely. Like, listen, I think you can do other things, right? You can do other things. Like, you don't have to do a resolution. Oh, thank you, Nia Lee, for joining me. How have you been? Like going to the doctor when I know I'm sick, but always scared and talk myself out of it. Absolutely. You know, yes. And I think it's good to go to the doctor. I have a medical doctor and I also believe in holistic. So I like balance the two. So yeah, sometimes, I mean, hey, you know, you got to figure out. But yeah, I think it's good to go to the doctor. And that's one thing that my daddy said. You know, in his final days, he was like, you know what, just go to the doctor. Because my father was one person that was like, yo, I am not going to the doctor. And my father was very healthy for most of his life. I mean, he was definitely a man's man, took care of his health and all that. But hey, we all have a divine timing where we got to transition on to the next life. So Naya says, good. I love you too. You know what? I know we always be like, girl, we going to get together. We going to link up and we never do. We got to do that. We don't have to make no resolution that we're going to do that. We just got to figure it out. All right, Mark. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take you out for a little bit because there's a little bit. You see, I got a couple more people in the studio.
There's some other people in the studio. Really
so stick around. Stick around. Okay. And thank you for your patience through them technical issues, but you understand me. You understand?
I totally understand you. I'm just going to leave you with this party note about medical and everything because my dad, who, you know, went through his issues and he's actually going to the beach with his lady love because he's been recovering quite well and everything like that. And the recovery has been going good. But I remember when he was going through the problems that he went through and had to go through all this heavy therapy and all this heavy physical stuff, and he is much more physically fit than I am. He actually said, Mark, you might want to get more physically fit because there's no way in I started to say a bad word, but there's no way that you would survive what I went through the way that you are currently and everything. So yeah, I've got to get better, more physically fit. So if something was to happen, I would be able to cope in the way that he's done because he has definitely been a strong warrior. And I just got to give Dad, Jim Lee, a big shout out because he has definitely done a strong road to recovery and is continuing his strong to recovery. So him and his lady love are off to the beach, I think, the day after Christmas.
All right. Hey, thank you for sharing that too. That seed's gonna help somebody. That's gonna help somebody. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna take you off of here. I got a few more comments. We're gonna hit a few more things. Look, and I always say, I was just having a conversation with someone like, man, I'm only gonna be on for 30 minutes today because I know people got stuff to do. See, it be y'all keeping me on here. So all right, so I'm gonna bring you back. All right, thank you. All right, so let's see here. Okay, so let's see here. So Naya says, amen. And Derek says, a lot of people think therapy is a sign of weakness while others waste time faking it. So just continue doing damage. Shrug. Yeah, absolutely. Like, you know, I don't know if it's mostly, Derek, tell me what you think about this. Do you think it's mostly our community that feels that way? You know, that it's a sign of weakness or that you're crazy or whatever. Let me know what you think about that. But I think therapy is a beautiful thing because with the right therapist, let me say this, because there's some trash therapists out here. Just because someone has the title doctor and therapist, psychologist, whatever it is that you're going to, doesn't always mean that they're good. It's to me, it's a blessing when you can find a therapist that is a good therapist that really has your higher good at heart, right? Whether it's holistic or whatever. I ain't even gonna act like I know what all the areas of therapists. I just know when I got a good one. Okay, I just know when I got a good one. All right, boom. So I do want to go ahead and share let me go ahead and share one more thing. Let's see here. Here we go. Okay, boom. So these are some other things that members of Relationship Soup, because I really appreciate that they took time to comment. Some said that they're grateful for life, their health, peace of mind, still being alive, and their small family and grandkids. Man, grandkids. I was just having that conversation as well, right? About, dang, at this age, people having grandkids. All right. So here we go. Oh, I see you all. Let's see here. So let's see here. Human response. What is foreign to us can always be uncomfortable at first until we grow more used to it. And that requires practice. Experience is the best teacher. Practice makes better, easier said than done. Absolutely. I totally agree with that, Naya. So Orange Grove 55. Thank you for joining me, Orange Grove 55. Orange Grove says, I'm a white guy, but find women of culture very attractive. How do you show interest in learning about their culture without seeming like I'm cultural appropriating? Thank you all. Thank you for all you do. Thank you, Orange Grove 55. All right, yeah, I'm going to definitely get to that. Let me pose that to my listeners too. Y'all see this question? Basically, he wants to know, how do you show interest in learning about culture without seeming like you're cultural appropriating? All right. So I'm going to put that out there, and I'm going to get to you, Orange Grove. Absolutely. I'm going to answer that for you. All right. So let me see. Inspired on purpose. Hi, everyone. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for you too. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Dimitri, blessings. Absolutely. Oh, thank you so much for joining me, Dimitri. All right. So let's see here. I do want to make sure that I bring on everybody's comments, because I definitely appreciate the soup, as they are called, for answering this question. All right, y'all. So let me ask y'all this, and I'll type it in the chat. Orange Grove, I got you. Okay. So another question I asked was, it's almost the end of 2024. What has your year been like? What have y'all learned about yourself, lessons, etc.? Right? I know that some people have already answered that. Some of y'all have joined the show a little late, so I want to give you all the opportunity as well. Okay, so what have y'all learned about yourself in 2024? And I know your birthday technically, right, is like your year or whatever. But for the sake of it's holiday Eve, Christmas Eve, or whatever you call it, what have you learned about yourself? Okay. All right, so let's see here. So Patrice says, this is Patrice. I'm a therapist, and I'm glad to hear people talking about therapy. It's so important and a great way to start off the year healthy in 2025. Absolutely. Listen. Oh, Patrice, wait a minute now. Lamont, I don't know if you told me that your beautiful wife is a therapist. Okay. Maybe you did, but I'll be sleeping since then, so I'll be forgetting. But Patrice, I would love to like I said, I already want to collaborate with you all anyway. We got to coordinate our schedules and get it together, because I believe so strongly in therapy, whether it's individual, family, couples, marriage, whatever, right? So we should definitely collaborate and figure that out. Yeah, you laughing, Lamont. I see you. All right, I see you. Okay, so let me go ahead and share a couple of these comments because, again, I definitely appreciate my members. All right, so Nikki Bonner says 2024 has been amazing. Ian says, I've learned to never get comfortable and plan ahead for unseen issues. Absolutely. And Chandra says 2024 has been amazing, work, promotions, and on top of that, she has a beautiful grandbaby. Look at that baby. Oh my goodness, what a cutie patootie, right? All right, so yeah, so what have y'all learned? What's 2024 shown you? All right, y'all. So this is where, let me go ahead and share one more, and then I promise we're going to get on to something else. And I'm gonna be getting you out of here in a little bit. This last one I want to share. Let's see here. Reflections. Boom. So these were some more reflections. Some others said, Dexter Jones says, not a good year, still trying to understand what lessons were to be learned. And, Dexter, don't feel bad about that. We have those years that are good, some that are bad, good times, ebbs and flows, Reese always says. And sometimes, while still trying to understand your lessons, maybe consider therapy, okay? Get quiet. Try to do a knowledge of self and figure out what you have faced and what you've learned from it. Journal. That's one way too. Because sometimes it's not always obvious, and I can attest to that. So Shannon Harper says, amazing. I've had a blast this year. Looking forward to more in 2025. Absolutely. I think there's going to be some wonderful things in 2025. I got to claim that. So Amelia Birmingham says, 2024 has been a great one for me. No complaints. My kid completed her first semester with a fantastic GPA. Awesome. Congratulations to your baby girl. She got a bonus, purchased a home, made new friends, and had some beautiful days out of the... Oh, yeah, that's right. She golfs, y'all. She golfs. Okay, she goes to the green. So Jessica says peaks and valleys, but thank you for the good times and continuously take self-inventory to learn how to be a better me. Ebony says, I've learned that I'm married to my career. Listen, Ebony, we've all been there, okay? Hey, I'm about ready to say I do to this professor life. You hear me? I am married to being a professor. You hear me? Got to find balance. Balance is everything, Ebony. Balance is absolutely everything. And I'm married to my business too. I guess I would be a polygamist then, right? If I'm married to two things. Okay, maybe not things. Anyway, so my career and then my business. All right, anyway. So Antonia says 2024 has been rough, really rough, and I'm going through it. I hope 2025 is better. I hope 2025 is better for you as well. Like I said, we've always had those years. Like I said, 2023 for me, y'all know, and if y'all know me personally, 2023 was a fool. And I know that's probably not the best term that I could use, but 2023 was very challenging for me. Very, very challenged. So Derek says, I've learned how brainwashed Americans really are. I've also learned I'm not as crazy as I started to believe. You ain't crazy, Derek. You are not crazy. All right. You just got to surround yourself with divine connections that get you. You ain't crazy. You ain't crazy at all. All right, y'all. So if you have something that you want to share, that will be wonderful. All right. So this is what I want to do. I said I was going to be giving y'all some homework. What kind of homework to do during this podcast? What are some affirmations that you have for yourself? Okay. Because I've talked to a few people. Okay. And this time of year, it's not uncommon to feel some kind of winter blues, right? And one thing I try to do and be really intentional about is finding ways to motivate myself. So what's some affirmations that y'all have for yourself? Do y'all mind sharing? Do y'all mind sharing some of y'all affirmations? I'll share one of mine. And I kind of said it earlier. And I have, like on my mirror, okay, it's ghetto, but I have written in lipstick now some affirmations that I say. So one of my affirmations is, my name is Lisa Hughes and only good can happen to me, right? So in writing affirmations, it can vary. You really want to concentrate. You want to think about your intention and what you want to draw to you, with all of that, right? So using the words I am is really powerful too. So let's see. I see you, Lamont. So very proud of you, Lisa. You kicked 2020. Listen, 2023. Oh my goodness, man, I tell you. No regrets for 2023. It was just a year. Man, 2023 was a year. A lot of loss, but beauty for ashes. You know, I believe in God. I got faith. So beauty for ashes. All right. So let's see here. What I want to do now. Let's see. I've talked to Ann, Mark, and Music Man. Music Man, are you still there in the studio? Show your face. Let me see. Because if you ain't ready... Okay, I see you. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and bring Music Man on. We're going to play a quick little game, and then, y'all, we're going to get out of here, okay? So let me go ahead and bring Music Man on. How are you, Music Man?
I'm great. Hey, what's up, Lisa? How you doing?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Absolutely.
Listen, I can't even blame Verizon this time. I cannot blame Verizon this time. I can't even blame y'all.
Well, you used my phrase earlier, ebbs and flows. It happens in every scenario. You know, it's a wave. So at the end of the day, it makes you appreciate the good stuff. One of the things that, and I don't want to jump the gun, that I learned this year is just to find a silver lining at things. Be optimistic, because life is gonna life. But at the end of the day, if you want that silver lining, well, you'll be all right. You can smile, because if you're looking for happiness, it's fleeting, and you'll be crazy, and you will need a therapist, because you'll be on and off like a light switch. But if you have joy, it's internal, and you actually make that a decision to wake up, to be grateful for things, and gratitude breeds joy.
Absolutely. Now, let me ask you this, because Orange Grove had a question earlier, right? And I don't want to leave, because sometimes we get in the show and then we be forgetting. Well, I'll be forgetting.
That's fair.
To answer questions. So let me ask you this. So he said that he's a white guy, but he finds women of culture very attractive. Do you have any advice for him, right, on how he can show interest in learning about other cultures without seeming like he's cultural appropriating?
Yeah, just be completely honest, be transparent, be yourself. I mean, at the end of the day, when you're apologetically yourself, you attract more things. And intentionality is everything. You have to come with pure intent. If you come with pure intent, hey, the sister's gonna feel you. If they know you come with that other stuff, they're not gonna buy with you. You might get ghosted, or get them read. But if you're real, keep it real, be 100 with them, and have those pure intentions, you'll meet a lot of sisters, I feel like.
Yeah, I think that's the key. Hello? Hold on, can you still hear me? Because when you said okay, I just had to make sure.
Yeah, and then listen to a lot of R&B music.
Oh, stop. Okay. So R&B. So who would you say he should listen to?
You got to listen to some Jodeci, absolutely. If you're not listening to Jodeci give you the words. You know what I'm saying? I wanna love you for life.
Listen, I know a couple celebrities, right? I know some celebrities, so that actually did the R&B and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean,
yeah, but go ahead. I got this delay. Look, I'm not excusing Verizon totally, because
that's fair. I hear you loud and clear. So yeah, I mean, you definitely need to, listen to R&B, on the list. Of course, you got to have, like I said, Jodeci. You got to have some Joe in there, Boys to Men, on that tip. And then you got to watch some Black cultural movies. You need to watch Love Jones, for one, even though it's toxic, but it's a good love story. No, I'm kidding. Love Jones is not. Don't take those for Love Jones. That's a horrible idea. That's one of the most toxic love movies in our culture, but it's a dope one anyway. But really, just all jokes aside, just be honest, be transparent, be organically you. And like I said, you'll attract people from all races, cultures. I didn't realize, and this is my ignorance. I didn't realize 10 years ago that people were attracting me on the other side of things. I was like, oh, okay, well, hello, but I love my sister stuff.
And I just think it's important to be yourself. And you know what? One thing I will say, Orange Grove, don't try too hard. Don't lie to kick it. Be your authentic self. Because when you are your authentic self, whether it's because I'm trying to be correct, you trying to swerve. I hope that don't offend nobody. Just be yourself.
Yeah.
Be yourself, and if your intention is to truly learn about another culture, let that be your intention. Just be as pure as you can, because I feel like a pure heart always wins, right?
Always.
And when you yourself, that's it. It ain't no resentment that can come after that, because you're coming as yourself. So you genuinely have this interest. Just approach it with a pure and positive intention, So
yeah. And if you need cologne tips, your boy got you. That'll attract a few honeys.
You said a
I'm
few
gonna stop.
chips.
A few of them, all the colors of the rainbow. Nah. I'm gonna
Yeah,
stop. I'm gonna stop.
absolutely.
Yeah. So no, that's real. I mean, just keep it pure, keep it real. I mean, you'll definitely track, the right one, and like I said, maybe a few.
Yeah, and another thing, because I'm really big on this, I think it's really important just to always do the work within, because I feel that people that we attract to us sometimes, because there's always a case by case, they are a reflection of you.
Yes. Yes.
So
You
one
attract
thing that you attract what you
what
are,
you are. Amen.
right?
That's real.
So, again, make sure that you're working on self too, because hey, if you're trying to, cross them lines, regardless, you want to make sure that you are being the best you that you can be. I feel like we're always a work in progress, right? We're
Yes.
always healing from something. Well, let me say some, let me not say always. Some of us are healing from something. So just make sure that you're working to be your best self, because intention is everything at the end of the day. Intention is
Yes.
everything.
And I have to shout you out, Lisa. I know you got a lot of shout outs on the show, but I say it, off the grid, but I also say it, on the recording as well, that, you've helped me become a better version of myself. You definitely have made me a better man. So connecting with you has been so dope in this journey, and just being a divine connection, and the collaborations are just like off the chain. So I mean, obviously, we did a lot with the soup. So I just appreciate the person that you are and the things that you do behind the scenes without any specific interest in reciprocity, but just from a pure heart. So I just love your heart. You know, a lot of
Yeah,
people, be in the comments, telling, Lisa how beautiful she is, which is facts, but she has a beautiful spirit as well, and just a beautiful mind. So she's beautiful 360. Don't just let the looks fool you. Lisa's a beautiful spirit. So I just want to thank you, and just let you know that I appreciate you for so many things. And I appreciate you this week, like, what you did behind the scenes. And, I just love you for it dearly. And I
absolutely.
guess, and Santa Claus comes to town, we got the link. I got something for you. You know that, right?
Oh my goodness. So how is your mom doing? Now, I did post this in Relationship Soup, Reese. I don't know if you had a chance to see it, but and again, see, that's what I'm saying. But see, I ain't perfect, right? I'm a work in progress. And so I posted in Relationship Soup about your mom, Mrs.
Yes.
Jones, needing prayer. Your mom is currently in the hospital. She
Yep,
just
I'm
had
here now.
a major procedure. So how is your mom?
She's doing good. She's in good spirits. She has a little pain, but that's normal. Through the, again, ebbs and flows of things. But you know, uh, Lisa, she called me, right before the show, and we talked briefly, and mom was on the phone, in her faint voice saying, oh, this is nothing. I've been through much worse than this. So she's a champion. Miss Jones is she's different. She's a warrior, and I come from a different cloth. Again, I know I was given the name Monroe, but that Jones blood is different. I'm definitely a Jones at heart. So Miss Jones is she's doing well. I'm here at the hospital right now with her, letting her rest, and just visiting her, and showing her some love. And do you mind if I tell them, Lisa?
Yeah, absolutely. Please do.
Okay, Lisa definitely came in and visited my mom in the
Oh,
hospital, and like she just great. She didn't have to do that. I didn't ask her to, but she pulled up and, really showed my mom some love. And, she's still talking about it to this day. My mom was like, yo, Lisa, she's so awesome. So I truly thank you again. Those things are priceless. And you never know what those things mean to me. My words cannot really fathom and put together the gratitude that I can express to you for that love act. So thank you so much, and keep her in your prayers as she goes through the recovery process. But the surgery was successful, and we looking forward to great things on the other side.
absolutely. Absolutely. Definitely, definitely, definitely. And it was my absolute pleasure. I know what it's like to have a sick parent, right? And so just to be able to, well, a sick parent, a parent that doesn't feel good in the hospital, when my dad and then my mom was in the hospital for a minute. So it was my absolute pleasure. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna get through a few of these comments. So let me see here. Terry Futch says, Merry Christmas, Terry. I appreciate you. Lamont says, yes, sir. Jodeci. Look, Jodeci. You can't
You
go
know,
wrong Jodeci, Boys to Me, Jodeci. Hey, listen. So the art, am I sponsoring a prize? Mr. Artest, do you want to sponsor a prize? Hey, comment, text me, let me know if you want to sponsor a prize. Solomon says, praying for your mom, Music Man. Where we?
Appreciate you.
Oh, what? We about through the episode. Butterflies are in the sky, about to come down the chimney and get some milk. Hold on, I think I did. Now listen, Jay, there were issues, but they wasn't me. I think I'm going to attribute that to Mercury is in retrograde, I think. And y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Them technical issues, that was not the butterfly in the sky. That wasn't me, right? I ain't stuttered tonight. I'm gonna go look back in the show now. I might have been stuttering when I was trying to figure out them technical issues, but it wasn't me reading the comments. It wasn't me reading the comments today. But Coach Wilson, you know I always appreciate you. Thank you for this humor tonight. Because this time of year can be a blessing. Yet, sometimes, we have where we're struggling with grief, with loss, with parents, or even I have another member whose child is in the hospital, so there's so much that can go on. The holidays do not necessarily mean that it's always happy. And for those of you that can find the joy and the silver lining, love and light to you. And to those that are struggling to find that, love and life to you as well. Absolutely. So let's see, Delaney Ward, thank you so much for joining me. I really, really, really appreciate you. And Derek says, sending up words for your mom, family, Music Man 100. Absolutely.
Appreciate you. Appreciate the love I receive on all. God is good. God is great.
Absolutely. So look, Daniel, I don't know if you're really trying to sponsor something right quick, but if that's what you want to do, that's cool. Otherwise, I have Relationship Soup. I have Relationship Soup greeting cards, and I have shirts. And for those of you, because I've reached out to all my winners, y'all don't want these prizes? Y'all better hit me. Listen, hit me up in the.
I want my shirt.
DM me, okay? Because I need to get you your stuff. And if you local, we can just make that happen. So what I want to do real quick, let me know, Daniel Artest. I'm waiting for your text if you're trying to sponsor something. Other than that, I'm going to share a question. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I got some shout outs, and then we're going to go ahead and get out of here, okay? So this is what I want to post in the group. And the first correct answer will win a prize. So let me go ahead and put this in the group. So I'm putting the question in there. The first question is this, and forgive me, it's kind of slow. True or false? Over 50% of people experience personal growth after a breakup. Is that true or is that false? What y'all think? I know there's kind of a delay, so I'm gonna give y'all a second to think about that. This is gonna be our only prize for tonight because it's time to go, right? It's gonna be time to go in a minute, right? So I'm gonna give y'all a chance to answer that question. What y'all think? True or false? Over 50% of people experience personal growth after a breakup. What y'all think? Let me reflect on I know after my breakups.
Yes.
I would say as I, matured, you know what I mean, and really value like personal growth and stuff like that, I definitely grew. But I don't mean that it's true or false. So I'm gonna let a few of these other answers come through, and then we will go from there. So what about you, Reese? Do you feel like you experienced personal growth after a breakup?
Oh yeah. I really feel like deconstruction makes room for reconstruction. Oftentimes the hurt is what makes you better because you have to challenge yourself to reflect and be a better version of yourself. Because again, no matter whether it's a loss of a loved one or loss of relationship, we go through those 5 stages of grief. But once you get on the other side of that, you really have to say, how can I not put myself in the same situation that I was to go through that situation? And you're very, very selective so that you are growing because you're looking at things from a different vantage point from where you were. And again, you have to deconstruct so that you can reconstruct to be the better version of yourself. So absolutely. Every heartbreak that I've had has definitely made me a better person. And it sounds crazy, up front, but after the fact, you can really have gratitude even for the heartbreaks in your life because you really do come out as, as pure gold, like you say, beauty for ashes in those scenarios. So, that's why I continue to, spread love and light, be good and positive energy. I don't put on for anybody. I'm organically me. And, the reason why I am, a positive person is the fact that I've been through so much in my life. And, the fact is, I did have to find that silver lining. And that's been a blessing to me because before, if I look at the Music Man 10 years ago, I was not this person. And I've even had some growth, since I've connected with you, just the way I think differently about different scenarios and, obviously stretch myself to reflect on my past so that I can have a better journey. A person who also, speaking of weight loss, I know, we were talking about it earlier, somebody who from 2023 to 2024 has dropped 60 pounds because I was really adamant about myself and journey of being healthy mentally, physically, and spiritually, because those all interconnect. It's a trifecta.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So look, okay, so it looks like here, let's see here. It should be true. Laugh loud, break up and build up. Derek says, forgot to say I'm with my mother and my mother, other mother, son, sister, and nieces. Absolutely. That's a blessing. So Lamont says true. Lamont, you were the first one to answer. So look, you got the prize.
Hey.
So MU, right? And then we'll just go from there. So let me do this. So Reese, definitely wishing your mom a lot of love, light, prayer, a speedy recovery. And we are requesting prayer. And I'm requesting prayer. If you get a second in your day, please say a prayer for Miss Jones for her recovery.
Please.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It is well received. She is a praying woman, and she is really a warrior. She has really been through a lot life. And, through this year, it's been a hard one for my family, losing my aunt in April. And then now, at the end of the year, when I'm in hospital. But, again, I always find the silver lining and, having, connections like Lisa and many other people who are blessings in my life. And just the fact that I get to wake up and do this, I get to do this. I don't have to do this. I get to go to work. I don't have to go to work, so it's a beautiful thing, when you find the silver lining, and it all comes from gratitude. So have a gratitude attitude, again, not just through like Thanksgiving, but every day, wake up. The Bible talks about having a harvest of Thanksgiving, and that's what, I believe in. So I thank you all so much for your love, your prayers for my mom, Miss Jones. It's definitely felt. And, she's going to, I'll give you guys updates. She's definitely going to have an amazing recovery. But it's a journey on the other side of it as well. So, but we have to go through the deconstruction to get to the reconstruction. And that's where we are.
Absolutely. So Reese, stick around. I will get back with you here in a second. I'm going to go ahead and take you off and wrap up the show because y'all know how I be feeling by the time this show is over. I'm going to need some food. All right. So I'll talk after the show. All right. Boom. All right. So y'all, thank you so much. All right. We have another comment. So Lamont Stokes says, love your show. You are doing a wonderful job. Thanks for all you do. Thank you so much, Lamont. You still think the show is wonderful even after those crazy technical issues? No, I'm just kidding. I know that's a part of it. And that's another thing. I just love going live, regardless of the bloopers, regardless of the technical issues and stuff like that. It just feels more authentic. Not that my pre-recorded shows were not just as important. I just really like the live piece. All right, y'all. So we're going to get out of here. I want to thank you all for taking time to watch Relationship Soup tonight, for all the support that you have offered me along the way, whether it's during the live shows, outside the shows, or whatever, whether you've been a guest, a listener, whatever. I really appreciate you. And whether you've shared it or told other people about it, all of it, I appreciate it all, right? Because if it wasn't for you, it would be no Relationship Soup. All right, y'all, I'm going to do my spiel, and then I'm going to do my shout outs, okay? So again, please make sure that you're liking, sharing across all platforms. On YouTube is Relationship Soup, period. On Facebook, Relationship Soup Group, IG, Relationship Soup. Okay, if you want to follow me, feel free. It's RelationshipSoupLLC. And then RelationshipSoup.com for like the apparel and greeting cards and all that. So I just want to give a special shout out because, again, I appreciate you all. I'm telling you, I've just been so blessed with individuals that really just want to pour into Relationship Soup, whether it's with ideas, with ways to improve and different things like that. I'm so grateful for you all. So special shout out, of course, my mama. Mommy, thank you so much for listening. Look, you see, I got Aunt Anna on. I got her on, Mama. She finally came on. Okay. So thank you so much, Mommy, for listening. I hope you didn't log out with those technical issues. You was probably thinking it was your phone. It wasn't you, Mama. It wasn't even you. It was over here. It was over here. All right. And I want to give a special shout out to Lyric. Lyric, thank you so much. You give so much to Relationship Soup. Just even from the business aspect, I really appreciate you. Aunt Anna, I already told her thank you, but thank you again because look, you sticking. I see you still in the studio. You ain't even hang up. You could have hung up, but you didn't hang up. So thank you so much for your support, for your love and encouragement and all of that. And again, a special prayer request for Miss Jones, y'all. If y'all just get a second, definitely say a prayer for Miss Jones. She is such a sweet lady, and I know she be watching Relationship Soup too when she can. And so you all know how it is to either be in a hospital, have a sick parent, or know a friend or family that's sick that went through a surgery. So definitely, if you get a little time, a little second, just maybe shoot one up for her to our Lord. All right, y'all. So we will have another episode. I have some of y'all DM me, calling me out, talking about, hey, you ain't going on tonight. Look, I took a little hiatus, y'all. Sometimes you need a break. You gotta center yourself. That is self-care, right? I just don't preach it. I practice it, right? Because listen, I gotta talk my walk my talk, right? So yeah, I just have to take a little hiatus, but we will be back. New Year's Eve, we're gonna take a little break. Okay, need some time to just kind of recoup, be with family, whatever. So yeah, but we will be back. You will see the invitation because I'm gonna invite y'all all back. So make sure that you're telling a friend, family, or whatever about Relationship Soup. Okay, I've already shared where you can like, follow, and join the conversation in the future. My advice to you, please take care of yourself. Be kind to yourself. Love yourself, right? That is so important. And keep spreading love. If you have an opportunity to spread love, do it. All right. And again, thank y'all so much for your patience with those technical issues. I promise I paid the bill. It wasn't me. All right. And I guess it wasn't Verizon this time. Unless I go back and see if some technical stuff that Verizon would be responsible for, it wasn't even Verizon. All right, then. I love y'all. Happy 2024 for what is left. Wishing you love, light, blessings beyond measure in 2025. And until we meet again, peace.